finding that there's a local artist coming up, who's a poet. There's some strong language in it that people might want to not want their children to hear, so this might be an opportunity if they wanted to take them outside for a little stroll, but take responsibility for them, because he's coming up next. Concrete Flamingo.
Greetings to the planet called Earth. Greetings to the race called human. In a time that is out of their mind. Mama, may I have a leg of land? Some foreign soil with lashings and lashings and lashings of oil. Jolly good. A bird up in the tree. So many think you're free, but to the ground you always come for what appears to be a crop. Hymen breakers! Calling all hymen breakers! Butterflies are legged up on the Milky Way. Imprints turn the forest floor. A turtle suns itself on a wet rock. On any day of the week, heads spin with mentality. April followed March this year, and March followed February. They walked in a mechanism of time to rendezvous with their season. Flowers are watering flowers, followers are following followers, and leaders are playing amongst themselves. It was time that fell within the tree. It moved in conjunction with the wind and gravity. The years went by and the leaves turned brown. That big old tree dried right up and lay down. Now it's just wood on the floor. It doesn't dance to the tune of the wind anymore. No more shelter for the sunstroke man. No more shade for the birds of the land. Time, precious time. It passes so fast, it moves so slow. It follows us wherever we go. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. We've got to take it in stride. It will leave us lonely if we don't share it with a friend. It heals what ails us every now and then. It makes us older and sometimes wiser. It takes away, but more it gives. It never dies, it always lives. If I run from reality, it's only because I know what it looks like. On an eagle's wing I do sit, under a hat and in a dream, where life is full and never lean, where night is a kiss that turns to dust, and a boy is a man as he must. In his eye there reads a rhyme, where nothing comes, where nothing goes, and time will talk before you speak, and in your heart you'll know things deep, for outward comes what lies within, like flowers peeling, petals thin. On the stars and on a cloud there stands a man, and in his hand is a paper moon. On his shoulders a woman sits, questions rising from her lips, drifting beyond the gasp of air. Up ahead when they are past, night will come and fall so fast upon the sill of broken glass. When seasons gray from sounds of stay, your sweat will turn to bead, for blood is ripe and in your heart there beats a seed memory cannot touch. Memory cannot touch. All is life and all is death, on the surface and in its depth, and within this line of sweet drawn breath. on the ground where grass is low. All things come to go. In the distance there is a tree, and on its branch is a place to be. On the phone, clone the clone, put fresh meat on old bone. The chocolate man in the vanilla suit crossed the Emerald Sea to talk to the yellow man with diamonds in his eyes. Two girls with silver tinsel in their hair observed from the branch of a bonsai. An eagle buzzed a bear, and no one noticed who wasn't there. A moon wrapped its borrowed ray around their paths. Night dropped its dew wet upon their souls. Grass grew green between 20 toes. An airplane said, "I'm a flying fish." An oyster opened to reveal its pearls. A shift to the surface world. "I accept," said beauty, as the lock chilled the night. A rough rock dressed in moss claimed to have smelt nature's breath. Sweet the fragrance, but I can't explain it. A mountain poked its head in clouds. Water was caught in cups of stone. Drops dripped crystal clear over a craggy face. Sleeping in was clubs of thunder. We could ramble whenever, but chocolate melts and diamonds up. There's just enough light to keep the darkness alive. There's just enough time for us to survive. There's just enough strangeness for us to meet. There's just enough treasure for us to keep. There's just enough situation to make a plan. There's just enough God for you and me. There's just enough blood to make a relative. There's just enough pride to prepare your eyes. There's just enough sky for the color blue. There's just enough moonshine to wet my whistle. There's just enough merit for the merry to go around. There's just enough light. There's just enough dark. There's just enough situation. There's just enough blood. There's just enough God. There's just enough of all this to say hello to you. Hello. You flying rat! May I adore you with one more superlative? May I caress you with words grouped in my mind? We live by the drop. We work by the clock. We go by words from the stone. You flying rat! May I touch you with my physical? Yes, no. We live by the drop. We work by the clock. We go by words from the stone. You flying rat. In the beginning, the end was there. I'm a lively cell in a living hell. I'm an armor-plated motherfucker. I'm bulletproof. I dance to the rhythm of my own truth. I'm a nation. I'm a country. I'm a continent. I am the masses. I am you. I got the ear of the president. Now I'm armor-plated. I'm an armor-plated motherfucker! My name is Hillman Schneider, and I brew with sweet apple cider. I crush them with my hands, and I stuff them with my boots. Those little green apples, they don't stand a chance. Marcel Marceau died quietly last year. Money comes from gold. Gold comes from a hole in the ground. We write books about it simply to simplify it in this economic climate. Recycle your integrity. Recycle your personality. Recycle your attitude. Recycle your bicycle and ride on. Money comes from gold. Gold comes from a hole in the ground. We write books about it simply to simplify it in this economic climate. Recycle your spirituality. Recycle your God. Recycle your religion. Recycle your bicycle and ride on. Money comes from gold. Gold comes from a hole in the ground. We write books about it simply to simplify it in this economic climate. Recycle your lust. Recycle your love. Recycle your condoms. Oh, no, not that. Recycle your bicycle and ride on.